Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the review of Alya, who sometimes speaks in Russian, episode 8. Now, I'm just letting y'all know, I'm still feeling that anime NYC buzz after yesterday. I mean, yesterday was a buzz unlike any other. I'm still feeling the anime NYC jitters, you know? It's like a hangover. Once you go to conventions, you wake up and you just still want to go, and you're like, oh shit, today's over. I just slept the whole day yesterday with my batch because this was I'm just having a huge hangover. Now, you guys may not remember my face or have seen me walking around. I was a guy who brought in mad signs. I was a guy who had the Bakugo was trash, Deku's the GOAT, Renting Girlfriend's the best rom-com, JoJo is trash, and my personal favorite, which is a good hot take, and it's true by the way, Redo of Healer is the best anime. And I'm gonna do my hot takes on those as well, because I'm gonna express my feelings. I'm gonna express my gratitude. But that's here and there. So it has been what? Wednesday, today's Monday, so it's been like so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and on Monday. It's been it's like 5 days since I've done a review of Alya, who sometimes speaks in Russian, because of the anime NYC jitters in my blood. So that's why I'm back now doing videos. Now, today I'm probably gonna do 2 videos today, one of which is this, and the other one is 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. I haven't seen 2.5 Dimensional Seduction yet because Anime NYC was kicking in and all that stuff. But yeah, I had a great time. Go look at my photos, go look at everything. I just went in. So anyway, last week was the debatable thing with Taniyama and Alya, and it was gonna be a debatable for Battle of Congress. This was a battle of this is a bigger debate than what we're getting this year. You know, that Harris-Trump thing and that this and that. But my point is, this was the start of the development of Alya, and and I'd like to see where this goes. I liked it. I mean, granted, I woke up at 3:30 in the morning ready to see this. I had nothing to do, so that's what I did. But then I woke up and let me get it out the way. That's why my voice is a little because of Anime NYC. But fear not, guys, like I said before, and I'll say it again, I'll come back next year with more hot takes and many more. So without further ado, let's get right to it with Alya, who sometimes speaks in Russian, episode 8. Okay, now, let me do a big old exposition before I get to this. It's been 5 days since I covered review, and I had a great time at Anime NYC, meeting new people, going on hot takes, taking screenshots with my signposters, knowing that I said what I speak the truth. Now, let's refresh, and now we get into this episode. Thank you for listening. It's now time for the debate. The debate of between Taniyama and Alya, and it went on, it was about, the topic was about teacher screenings, all that kind of thing, but we didn't care about that. We wanted to see the development. Now, Alya, being that this is her first time on the podium, because if we go back 2 weeks ago, she kind of failed. I think it was 2 weeks ago, a week, she failed. We're trying to dispute between the baseball team and the soccer team. It was kind of like, damn, it's kind of hard. You can't, but the MC stepped up. So when you're looking at this, I like how the MC kind of woken up the Alya within her by saying the one thing that you don't want to say to a girl, especially the first time. You're an E cup. Your breast is an E. I'm like, oh my God, that woke her up. I'm like, damn, we really talking about her breast now? We don't even talk about breast size in this Alya, who sometimes speaks in Russian. I watched this show. I don't even look at that like, oh, her boobs are bigger. We don't even look at rom-coms like that. Yeah, rom-coms does show us the gratitude of fans. Well, some rom-coms show us the gratitude of fan service when it comes to breast sizes. I mean, there are people who's into the E cups, the A, the B, C, you can name it. But we don't really go by that. And for MC to wake up Alya with her, you're an E cup, not just head waves. Now, Taniyama's assistant / best friend, her representative, is Nona. Now, Nona is the thing about Nona. When I first saw her, that gal type with the blonde hair sticking out to the side, the first thing that came to my mind was she was like the girl from Kaguya-sama Love is War. She's like a copy paste. And if you watch Kaguya-sama Love is War, just look at her and then look at this girl. They are one and the same, no question. Now, let's get to the debate. Taniyama went up first, said her line about disagreeing with this one. Alya stepped up, And it was because of the MCs talking about breasts, she stepped up her game. And I'm proud of her for that. I'm proud of her for that. Like, there was a vibe that Nona had something planned. I mean, with her phone. When gals use phones, you know something's going to happen. But then the MC stepped up the plate. The MC just... I never hate the guy. I don't hate him at all. This guy literally got on the podium and said, "Oh, Alya's tired. Let me take care of this." And he literally said, "Why are we doing this debate?" That's the thing. He literally, of all the weeks to follow to this debate between her and Taniyama, he got up and said, why are we talking about this debate? What's the point? He just ended it all. Not bad mouth in a good way, but he bad mouth in a good way with the student council president, saying, "Look at him. One time he was all fatty. Now look at him now. All this stuff." It's like y'all vote for him because of this and that. And he improved. He stepped up his game. He kept his word. I'm like, wow. After all that, he still kept his word. And again, his words, the MC's words of motivation just got everybody just like, you're right. You're right. It was like, wow. It was his speech and his words that got Taniyama crying through the back and just ran off. And then they're like, "Yeah, we forfeit. You guys won." That was the moment. Like, once you're in a debate, when you leave the crowd, you are an absolute L. That is an absolute L right there. And her reason behind it was she looked up to Yuki and Masamu. Like, she looked up to them. But when he went with Alya, it's like, damn, it could have been me. Let me put it in her way. It should have been me, your partner, not Alya. That's the whole thing was. But that's how it did. Now Yuki, this is why Yuki is the final boss. This is like the final boss. I think she watched WrestleMania. I think she was watching wrestling because she inspired by The Rock in terms of like the final boss. So her being the final boss, she just, again, her personality went from that to like you got it. It's like the final boss. You got to get them stepped up. You got it. It's like she's defining the definition of being a boss, the final boss, given the MC's development to face me. That's what Yuki's doing. And I do like the assistant. That's I might put her in the top 3. I might. I can't say now, but she might be in the top 3. The way she's all kundere, she had the loyalty fan and just fanning Yuki. I love that girl. Oh my God, that girl's crazy. I like her. Now, at the end, there was some romance vibe at the end between Alya and Masu. He wants to join the student council just because. But he also wants Alya to be on her side. Now, the whole breast thing at the end, Alya, you're not fooling everybody, Now, here's the thing. I don't know what she said, why she joined the student council. I wish she said a dialogue that Crunchyroll couldn't even translate. I don't know what she said, but can someone tell me what she said when she translate that part? Because I don't know what she said to Masamu. I don't know. And I wish he knew too. I thought he'd give us an answer, but I don't know. Is he going to give us the answer later on? I don't know. But then at the end of the episode, you got Alya talking about, the chest size. What about the chest size? He's like, "Oh, your breast is an E." And then I like how Alya's response. Remember, her feelings in rush. She said, barely. They're barely an E. I'm like, yo, way to shot the gun off that. I like that part. That's my favorite part because Alya just literally expressed her feelings in Russian, saying, barely. Yeah, barely a size. I'm like, wow. So her breast is barely an E. So now we know her breast size. Oh my God. That's how in the MC's like, barely. I like that. I'm like, now you know what you got yourself into. Now you know. But overall though, this episode 8 was really, despite that ending, episode 8 was really good. I mean, this was a stepping stone for Alya and Masamu's development. This was a development for Alya to be heard, to be next in line for student council. This was like a developmental setup for Alya and the developmental setup for these two to go together. I mean, like, the writing's on the wall. Of course they could be together. I'm just waiting for a few episodes to when Alya finds out that him and Yuki are related, and all things come out. And I'm still waiting for the MC to tell Alya, hey, guess what? I knew Russian. I spoke Russian. I know every word you were saying. I'm waiting for those big confessions. I don't know if they're gonna say it. Maybe later on, if it's season 2 or 12 or 11 episodes, we don't know. But we'll see where this goes. Now, I look forward for next week's episode. I seen a little preview of what's gonna happen, so we'll see where this goes. And let's see how fun this is gonna be. But again, I look forward for next week's episode of it, and I'm sure you will.